if it isn't Trailblazer and March 7th. Such incredible cosplay accuracy. Out of all the people trying to sneak in disguised as the Nameless, you two are definitely the most convincing.
Have you considered the possibility that they might be the real deal? And how inappropriate it is to ask our distinguished guests for tickets! Hello there, we meet again! HQ arranged for me to wait here and welcome all of you. Miss Himiko has already entered the venue. Miss Trailblazer, Miss March 7th, and this is...
She's, Hi, I'm Evanesia, her good friend.
Since you're friends with our guests here, I guess it's all good. Come on in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the guests from the Astral Express are about to make their entrance. Get ready to make some noise!
Hello, dear visitors and spectators! Before we officially kick off the Star Rail Fest exhibition, I'd like to thank our host, Pearlux Entertainment, as well as extend our gratitude to Blue Industries, Turbogen Heavy Industries, and Full Wish TV for their collaborative support. The exhibition area is now open will transport you straight into the Astral Express's incredible journey across the sea of stars. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, you're standing in none other than Bellowbog! Now, let me hear you call out the name of our hero from the ice and snow!
When I grow up, I want to be the Supreme Guardian and turn into a frost giant to fight those rampaging super ancient weapons!
In my next life, I want to be the Supreme Guardian and turn into a magical girl to protect Plain Arcadia.
Wait, this isn't right. Why is everyone supporting Cacolia? What's wrong with having the most popular streamer girl host the biggest event? Whoa, wait. Aren't you supposed to be on the Department of Aberration Defense's wanted list? That's right. So I'll have to go into hiding right after this job. Come to think of it, maybe I should lie low using my Sparkle identity. After all, what does Sparkle have to do with this Sparksy thereafter? Oh, right. Nameless. Won't you take pity on me and give me back my mask?
In your dreams.
Yahoo! Since we have two Nameless from the Astral Express here with us today, let's kick off an exciting The Fluffy Trivia Quiz! Here's your question. In the final chapter of the Fluffy's Bellowbog arc, The Supreme Guardian's Bond, what did Cacolia summon to fight by her side?
Oh, the Guardian wand that could transform her into an ice giant?
Ding ding! That's correct! Well, looks like this young lady here is quite the devoted reader of the Fluffy, answering even faster than the Nameless. Oh, right. I almost forgot she was the one who first awakened the engine of creation.
And what's the deal with this ice giant? Sure, Cocolia can transform, but she shouldn't be anywhere near the size of the engine of creation.
What? Lady Cocolia fought the engine of creation in her human form? That just makes it even more awesome! Ugh, but they didn't show that part in the comic. Next question. Before Cocolia was frozen in ice, what did she give to Baseball Raccoon? Oops, wrong answer. The Flaming Lance. In the end, the little raccoon used that lance to channel everyone's light to Cocolia, restoring her power so she could descend in her wildfire form. Ding ding! That's correct! Every time I turn to that page, I can't help but burst into tears.
Actually, I inherited this flaming lance from the previous Supreme Guardians when I got stabbed right through the heart.
What are you talking about? In Belobog's final battle, wasn't it like this? Despite her grievous wounds, the Supreme Guardian transformed herself into a frost giant for the sake of the people of the Winterlands, joining forces with the Nameless to counter the destruction engine that was about to flatten Belobog. So the fluffy storyline follows the official Belobogian narrative? Wait, is that not how things went? Could you at least spill a little? Just a little? I see. If the truth about this were to be revealed to the people of Belobog, the hard-earned peace would crumble, wouldn't it? Nessia, please keep this a secret. Of course, my lips are sealed. But I have to say, I'm surprised that even the heroes of the Astral Express can tell lies. Not really.
They say lies don't last forever. And while Belobog's future may be built on a lie, I hope it can endure for a long, long time. Because those people are all my friends.
Thank you for telling me about this. The Phantasmoon games make supplicants wear masks. But if you ask me, that's when people really drop the act and face their true selves. Big hero! The event's not over yet! Come join me on the stage and deliver your decisive strike in the epic battle between Madame Cocolia and the Destruction Engine!
Me?
Everyone, I can see our hero approaching. Today, we are honored to welcome to Starrail Fest the hero of the Astral Express, one who survived the Battle of Belobog, the Trailblazer! Let me hear you say the name of the Wheel of Preservation's successor!
Trailblazer! Trailblazer! Trailblazer!
Come on, warrior from beyond the sky! Show us that legendary scene again! Ignite your flaming lance! Charge up Madame Cocolia with your power, and let her hear our calls! The host is calling for you! Time to take the stage, great hero! Reenacting a legendary scene right here. Oh, good thing I'm not the one up there. Big hero. You're gonna shout that line when you ignite it, right?
Of course it's Flaming Lance Forward! You've got to shout it really loud!
Flaming Lance
Forward!
Flaming Lance Forward!
The spare tip has been ignited. Kids and grown-ups alike, raise your glow sticks high and let's show our support for Kukalia, shall we?
You got this! You got
Seeing everyone so fired up makes me want to join in on the cheering too. You've got this, Madam Kukalia! Don't give up, Madam Kukalia! What's wrong, Nessia?
I'm getting all emotional. This scene takes me back to the moment I first cracked open the Fluffy Across the Blue comics. The Speeding Express, Dazzling Cosmos, and a bunch of quirky yet adventurous companions. I know this story is fiction, but I really want to be part of it and travel with you guys. But leaving home, that's not exactly easy for me.
Thanks for the love. And hey, traveling with the little animals aboard the Fluffy still counts as traveling with us in my book.
A friend once told me, the stars we see may not be their original forms, but their light isn't a lie. Our story is that very light. Being able to connect with friends like you through stories is probably the most precious part of this journey.
Well said. Shall we head to the next exhibition area then?
All right, let's get moving.
Welcome aboard the Fluffy Shuttle Express! Together, we'll trailblaze into the future! Welcome aboard the Fluffy Shuttle Express! Are you ready to head to our next stop, the Xianzhou Lafu exhibition area?
I have to say, Perlux really put care into organizing this exhibition. I wonder what attractions await us in the Xianzhou Lafu exhibition area.
Welcome aboard the Fluffy Shuttle Express! Together, we'll trailblaze into the future! Next stop, Xianzhou Lafu exhibition area!
The audience is brimming.
Welcome aboard, passengers! The Fluffy Shuttle Express is about to depart! Next stop, Xianzhou Lafu exhibition area!
The frigid waters of Scale Gorge Waterscape are chilling me to the bone!
Why is there so much water in the exhibition area? Did a pipe burst or something?
I bet this is some cutting-edge immersive theater performance. I gotta say, these tickets are totally worth every penny.
Based on what we saw in the Bellabog area, the Fluffy's adventure on the Cienjo should be... Ah, I got it! It must be Woof Woof Dawn teaming up with Jing Yuan Yuan to battle against the Lord Ravager Fanti.
I'm so jealous that you guys still get to experience the joy of seeing the Fluffy for the first time. Well, it's fine, because this means I get to show off all my knowledge about the Fluffy. When people talk about the Astral Express's most memorable moments in the Cienjo War, it can only be the epic fight, the triumphant return of the High Cloud Squadron! When people say squadron, they mean a bunch of superheroes teaming up. Did I get too excited? Sorry. I really got carried away.
Not at all. I'm guessing this High Cloud Squadron must be referring to the Cienjo's High Cloud Quintet, right? Did a memo snatcher steal my memories? When we fought Fantilia, did we really have that many people helping us? 5 at once? Oh, I can't take it anymore. I'm bursting with curiosity. Quick, let's go inside and take a look.
The Express family living the best life is more important. Why do all the reporters from Bobo Weekly look so...
What an exquisite Cienjo outfit.
Have you ever thought about... Holy moly, they nailed the Scale Gorge waterscape. The whole exhibition area is completely submerged.
Little Raccoon, I want to see that thing.
Nessia means that thing. With a flick of the hand, the ancient sea splits apart.
Wolf of Dawn, I've actually been a huge fan of yours all along. From the very first page of Volume 1, Chapter 1, I was already captivated by you.
Who on earth did this kid learn to ask favors like that from?
From March Bunny in the comic, if you must know.
What? This is absolutely the biggest personal attack on me ever!
Never mind. I'll go ask someone about what's going on.
Strike a pose! Here I go!
Make sure you keep it safe.
Hey, host, this immersive theater is getting a bit too immersive, don't you think?
Ugh. It's been almost 20 minutes. Where's the actor who's gonna split the sea?
That's right. The script for this exhibition's stage play was written under the guidance of the Xianzhou's legendary literary master, Mr. Xian. We guarantee you'll get an authentic recreation of the Express's most iconic moments. Oh, it's you! Trailblazer! I don't know what happened, but water just started gushing out everywhere. Please, save this exhibition area like you saved Scale Gorge Waterscape before.
All right then. I come to sightsee, I do hard labor. Fix these pipes. All for the audience. I do now.
Welcome, dear visitors and spectators. At this moment, you've arrived along with the Astral Express at the ancient and mysterious Xianzhou!
It's the Xianzhou Luofu!
Oh, that's right! The Xianzhou Luofu Scale Gorge Waterscape! Let's give thanks to the Trailblazer, hero of the Astral Express, who not only saved the Xianzhou Luofu, but also happened to save our little venue today! Whew! And now, it's showtime! Adapted from the true adventures of the Astral Express, we present Battle at Scale Gorge Waterscape! High Cloud Squadron, assembles! Thanks to the support of Full Wish TV, we invited the 4 main stars of the action hero series, Daybreak Squadron, to perform in this show! And now, Trailblazer, please come up on stage and reenact that heart-stopping battle where you drove away the Lord Ravager!
Ha! We meet again, the Nameless.
I don't think that's necessary.
Aren't we supposed to be the heroes of the Xianzhou? Why do the Xianzhou's heroes need to rely on others to save their land?
Same as us. Shouldn't the heroes of this world be able to protect our own people? Can't we be the ones to bring happy smiles to their faces?
Hey! What nonsense are you all babbling about? Is any of this actually in the script?
No, quite the opposite. Star Rail Fest is the perfect opportunity! As supplicant stepping into the Phantom Moon Games, the Daybreak Squadron challenges you! You wouldn't back down now, would you, supplicant of the Astral Express?
This is amazing!
What? This is way too sudden.
These people, something's not right about them. I feel like they're way too hyped up. Even characters in action comics don't talk like this.
Yeah, in comics, a challenge like this is always a cover for some massive conspiracy. I've gotta fight alongside her.
March, you need to have faith in her abilities. Rather than rushing into battle, what you should be doing now is getting in touch with your companions.
This is Star Rail Fest. Even if you defeat me, you'll never gain everyone's approval.
Boss, do we really have to do this?
Gray, we've been putting on a show for long enough. Wasn't becoming a real hero what you've always wanted? We'll tear the legend of this outsider to shreds right here under the spotlight! Then everyone will see who the real heroes are! The ones who can truly protect their smiles!
I accept your challenge. But do we really have to fight here?
This is exactly the stage we've been waiting for! Let's do this! The Phantom Moon Games are a ceremony to find those closest to elation. We'll show everyone the heroism of the Daybreak Warriors!
As you wish.
Converge and awaken! I'll go into this.
Please chair it.
I see through you, together as one. Yin and yang. All things in this world have their human creations. Okay, let's play for a while. Feeling spiffy?
Embrace a new life. Darkness within our bodies has been transformed, so we'll be just fine. May death protect us!
A quick divination. Converge and awake. Can you find the answer?
Life is not so fragile.
Powerful hit! Come at me again!
You don't stand a chance against me.
I'll go easy with this. Feeling spiffy?
Please check.
I see through you. Together as one. All things human creations.
Life is not so fragile.
Can you find the answer? Converge and awaken.
Okay.
Let's play for a while. Feeling spiffy?
Please check.
Move!
始終まずストライクエアこの明かりは複数ファイバー
Together as one.
I'm okay. Life is not so fragile. 必ずや経験解放
Quick divination, converge and awake. Human creations.
I'm okay.
I'll go easiest. Feeling spiffy?
始終まず前 Please cherish this time.
Together as one. Let's can you find the answer?
Embrace a new life. May death protect us!
Have you calmed down now? Can we talk?
Once a supplicant's challenge begins, it won't stop until one side falls! Don't get it wrong. This is just a prelude to the real showdown, witnessed by the Phantom Moon!
Just what exactly are they planning to do here at Star Rail Fest?
Is this the supplicant lurking beneath the surface that Pearl theorized about?
But which of the 4 Daybreak Warriors is the supplicant? Well, judging from their strength, I think it might be the red one. Forget it. We should go check out what's happening outside the exhibition area.
If you've lost your belongings, please let the service center know.
Interrupting a show for no reason. But to be honest, I wasn't dying to watch that High Cloud Squadron Assembles play anyway.
So, don't tell me this whole Xianzhou story is also something Blurry made up? Funny. Can't say I'm surprised at all.
I wouldn't dare take credit for what I didn't do, since it was in fact General Jing Yuan and Dan Heng who teamed up to defeat Phantilia.
As for the High Cloud Quintet, it's been over 700 years since those 5 made their mark. I know it may sound wild, but Xianzhou folks generally live really long lives. You've read the Fluffy comics, haven't you? Pretty sure they covered all that lore in there.
Yeah, immortality. Some see it as a curse. But personally, I don't think the abundance is as terrifying as their reputation suggests.
I almost forgot we're not in the Xianzhou anymore. Should be fine to talk openly about the abundance now, I guess.
Yeah, that's not an issue. But the Xianzhou's attitude towards the abundance isn't totally baseless. We've clashed with the Borisin, fought against the Mara Struck. Just imagine if we hadn't won that battle against Phantilia back then. The universe would have ended up with an immortal, indestructible Lord Ravager.
Actually, I think the abundance and elation make quite a good match. After all, only with infinite life can one pursue infinite joy. In my opinion, those who are alive have the right to choose death. But they also have the right to choose to live on. After all, there's always something out there that makes tomorrow worth waking up to.
Wow. Getting all philosophical on me now. When this kid gets serious like that, I swear you can practically see the wrinkles forming.
Since we're talking about waking up, Shouldn't we head over to the Penacony exhibition area next?
Huh. You want to keep exploring? We need to be a bit more careful now, don't you think? I mean, the Daybreak Squadron already came gunning for us. Who knows if there are other supplicants lurking around, just waiting to make their move.
Oh, come on, March. Don't be such a worrywart. Didn't our little raccoon take out those guys in no time at all? Such reassuring words. Little raccoon, I've actually been a huge fan of yours all along.
All right. Don't push it.
Here we come, Penacony! Exhibition area! Himeko, you're here!
Are you two all right? Welt told me to watch the live stream, and I saw the Daybreak Squadron challenging her. You did well. I bet their intention was to stir up their supporters' wish power through the challenge. If you'd hurt them recklessly, it might have pushed many supporters straight into their arms. Oh, and you are?
Oh, nice to see you again. Express Navigator, Miss Himeko.
Pardon my poor memory, but have we met before?
Of course. I've seen you in the news more than once. It's such an honor to meet you.
This is Evanescia. I think she's a student from Graphia Academy. We ran into her at this expo, and she's a huge fan of both the Fluffy and the Express. Huh?
So that girl you saw in the Phantasmoon courtyard, it was her?
Wait a second. She made you a mask? So, you're telling me Nessia isn't just a normal girl? Who exactly is she? Who exactly are you?
Me? I'm no different from you. Just a spectator of the Phantasmoon games. Though I suppose my position is a bit special. I had so much fun tagging along with you two. Who would have thought that the Fluffy had such an interesting backstory? I think it's time to say goodbye for now.
Are you leaving, Miss Evanescia?
Now that my identity has been exposed, Cinderella's magic is about to wear off. And since this little adventure started on a whim, might as well end it on one too. Little raccoon, you can feel it, can't you? All that attention, all that joy from the exhibition. As you fulfill people's wishes, that power has been flowing straight into your mask. It might spark something beautiful, or plant the seeds of something sinister. Whatever you choose, I just hope you won't become a boring character. I'm rambling again, aren't I? Well then, before I go, let me break this awkward moment with a riddle. Do you know why flowers are so beautiful? What's wrong? Can't a pretty girl have her own special effects? I know you're never serious about anything, so I guess I'll just have to answer my own question. Because flowers are always so fleeting.
Ah. You left your own special effects behind.
She's gone.
Unexpected people and unexpected things always make an appearance in the Phantasmoon games. Although, Miss Sevenessia claims to be just a spectator. As someone who can create masks and allow others to become supplicants, there's no way she's just some ordinary girl. I just don't know what to make of everything happening to you. All right. Time for us to head out.
Where to?
Let's continue forward to the next stop, the Penacony Exhibition Area. I have a feeling that the Daybreak Squadron's challenge isn't over yet. As the stars of this exhibition, if you left just to avoid conflict, all the spectators might think you chickened out and fled.
Darn it! This whole Daybreak Squadron business has got me on edge. Somehow I can't shake the feeling we're being watched.
Here's some good news. At least we aren't completely without help. Pearl's people are on their way to the Penacony Exhibition Area to join up with us.
Welcome aboard, passengers! The Fluffy Shuttle Express is about to depart! Next stop, Penacony Exhibition Area!
The Astral Express? Just another IPC lapdog.
For Plain Arcadia! Let's go, Daybreak Squadron!
We're approaching the Penacony Exhibition Area! Please remain seated and hold on tight!
Would I get run over by the Express if I lay down on the tracks?
Yup, and you'd get blasted straight into a comic book. Who knows? Maybe you'll be reborn as some superhero or something?
That's what I call true happiness!
It's hard to believe they recreated the scene where the Express crashes into the Great Septimus.
All the previous exhibitions were so hilarious, but they really nailed the Great Septimus part. What's that supposed to mean? You taking a jab at me? So where's the person Pearl sent?
Huh? Who's calling?
Yoo-hoo! How you doing, gray hair? I heard about your big fight with the superheroes, and since I actually respect you as a rival, I thought I'd give you a heads up. You might think you scored a massive win in the Phantom Moon games, but most people probably don't see it that way. Anyway, the news is on right now. Why don't you go check it out?
Just moments ago, an extremely violent incident broke out at the ongoing Star Rail Fest exhibition venue. The Astral Express supplicant Trailblazer brazenly launched a brutal attack on the beloved local heroes, the Daybreak Squadron. The scene descended into total chaos.
Oh my! This is terrifying! Didn't this nameless just defeat Sparksy and save Grappy Academy? Was that victory still not enough? Could she, like the defeated Sparksy, now be a threat to everyone's safety?
How chilling! In the video footage from the scene, the Trailblazer claimed her act was to demonstrate the so-called trailblazing spirit of the Astral Express to this world.
You don't stand a chance against me.
Is this what she calls a trailblaze? Using brute force and violence to strike down the guardians of this Arcadia and trample over our own heroes? Was it a sudden violent outburst? Or was this the moment her true heartless nature finally came to light?
Wish TV will continue to follow this shocking incident. Stay tuned and don't go away.
It's all over the internet now. Some say you're a violent maniac. Others think you're behind the bloodbath in Delphrook, that you're the second herald of death. Oopsie. How are you feeling right about now? How could I? As a famous streamer, poor little Sparksicle has always been troubled by constant cyberbullying. And then there was some nameless from the Astral Express who gave me quite the beating IRL. Of course, someone's definitely pulling strings behind the scenes and stirring up drama. As a top streamer in this field, Sparksicle can spot these tricks from a mile away. All right. Didn't you also do a TV news interview? It's not about what you said, it's that you said it. Here, let me send you the interview video. I won't go any further, but since you managed to defeat Miss Sparkle... No, I mean Miss Sparksy, I don't want to see you embarrass yourself in front of those clowns. Good luck. See you around!
Hi! Trailblazer, sorry to bother you. We're with Full Wish TV. It's our lucky day running into you here. Do you have a moment?
Keep it brief. I've got plans later.
First question. Seeing as Plain Arcadia was the starting point of the Express's new voyage, how would you describe your impressions of this place?
Plain Arcadia. Everyone's chasing the latest trends. Looking for fun.
Interesting! Throughout the history of the Phantasmoon games, it's been extremely rare to have such a renowned cosmic figure as yourself participating. As the Astral Express's supplicant, what kind of changes do you hope to bring to this world in these games?
Show everyone the strength of the Trailblaze to change this world.
That's an impressive answer. Speaking of which, after joining the games, you immediately went to defeat Miss Sparksy, who represented the Masked Fools. What are your thoughts on potentially facing native supplicants in the future?
The other native supplicants? Way too dangerous. I'd rather defeat them through violence.
Speaking of local supplicants, we've noticed that Star Rail Fest is Perlux Corp's way of rolling out the red carpet for the Express. There are rumors that the IPC is also sponsoring the Express. So, I have to ask, are you representing the Express or the IPC in these games?
At the end of the day, this is a festival for the IPC's interests. Madame Pearl and Perlux extended such a warm invitation. I'm not one of the guests. I'm the master of this place.
Wait, what? This is totally a malicious edit to frame her! How shameless.
Indeed, every word came from my mouth. But when pieced together, it turned into a declaration of war.
Over these 15 years, the nature of competition in the Phantasmoon games has evolved. The Daybreak Squadron's taunts were just smoke and mirrors. The real game is being played in the shadows, where our opponents have mastered the art of weaponizing public opinion. Come to think of it, it's only natural. After all, the true stars of the games were never the supplicants on stage, but rather the audience, whose gazes they command.
Indeed. The audience is all fired up, waiting to see you work your magic, kid. But you know what? I bet what they really want to see, deep down, is the Daybreak Squadron taking the Astral Express down a peg or two. Oh, well, if it isn't the folks from the Astral Express. Fancy meeting you again.
This storm online is several times more intense than the day you stopped SparksyCon.
Miss Kuchiba, you've seen all this fake news too, right?
Sorry, got a bit held up on the way. Since I entered the exhibition area, at least 7 folks stopped me asking for the autograph of this guy called Welt. So, who is this Welt?
Pearl assigned us to investigate the Sinwish Syndicate massacre. But every suspicious thread we followed led us from the Research Society of Happy Smiles straight to the Daybreak Squadron.
And then there's the one pulling the strings behind the scenes. Fullwish.
Fullwish?
Oh, you know that name. Now this is getting interesting.
She was my junior at school. 15 years ago. She was also the only student who survived at Graphia Academy.
The good news is, your junior is living better than anyone else. She owns TV stations, charity organizations, has a huge business empire, and wields both wealth and power. Oh, as for the bad news, she's probably plotting something for the Phantom Moon Games. And I mean the worst kind of something. My gut tells me that the Sinwish Syndicate massacre, well, that's probably on her tab too.
Madame Pearl sent Mr. Ashvale to ensure everyone's safety. Of course, I understand that with the Nameless's skills, there's no real need for extra protection. But Madame Pearl didn't want to take any chances.
Long story short, feel free to use me as muscle. No need to be shy about it.
So, are we still heading to the top of Pom Pom Tower?
We should keep moving forward. If my guess is right, the Daybreak Squadron will launch their second attack there.
Forget about any fantasies of fairness and harmony. From this moment on, the Phantom Moon Games could follow in the footsteps of what happened 15 years ago. Once this battle turns bloody, fear will seep through the screen and become some supplicant's wish power. See, that's the problem with modern society. Good news stays home, while bad news spreads like wildfire.
To move forward, we'll need to fuel up the Shuttle Express first.
Come on, let's fuel up the Express!
Quick, stay back! It'd be terrible if you got caught in the crossfire.
Astral Express! The Astral Express. Just as I thought you weren't going to show up. Oh, you brought help? And it's an old friend. Been a while, old man.
People who have lived in Dovebrook share a special connection. Since you're treating me as an old friend, I don't want to act like some high and mighty adult telling you what you should and shouldn't do. I'll only tell you this. What you're doing right now has already crossed a dangerous line. Whatever orders Full Wish gave you, there's still time to turn back if you stop now. Wilhelm, Tiana, Lucius, and you, Magnus. After my heartfelt warning, do you still insist on taking Full Wish's side?
They're my partners!
Listen up, old man. Supplicant's challenges during the Phantasmoon Games have no restrictions. That means you have no right to stop us.
Like the Herald of Death.
Oh. We're not the Herald of Death. And we're definitely not here for bloodshed this time.
We will prove to the people that we are true heroes who can protect their happiness!
The Astral Express. These visitors from beyond the sky claim they saved the cosmos from a Lord Ravager. But who knows what the truth really is? This so-called saving the cosmos might just be another scheme of the IPC. Just like us back then. Putting on a show on TV, desperately trying to comfort the kids in front of the screen. Tell those children, tell my past self, that when the Herald of Death comes, there will be heroes who put themselves between everyone else and a threat.
Captain.
But where were the nameless of the Astral Express? When we children needed protection 15 years ago! Gray? Don't be fooled by these flashy, cosmic heroes. The Astral Express doesn't care about our happiness at all. They come and go like all tourists. No, they're even more heartless than tourists. Because they're here to trample on the elation ceremony and steal the Arcadian people's attention! They replaced our fantasies of heroes with their own image, all to satisfy their vanity called the Trailblazing Spirit. Tell me, have you ever, even for a moment, felt what it's like to tremble on blood-soaked ground at dusk?
I still remember that moment when I faced the Doomsday Beast.
on the space station. It's not the Astral Express you hate. You're just hating yourself. That powerless child who couldn't protect everyone. But I want to tell you, being powerless was never your fault.
The Astral Express is the GOAT! The Astral Express is #1 in the universe!
Quit yapping! Tear him to shreds! Beat him to a pulp! I want a bloodbath!
Daybreak Squadron! Beat these alien punks to the ground!
Shut up! All of you, shut up! As a kid, it wasn't my fault that I was powerless. But we, the orphans of the blood-stained games, won't remain that way forever. We've undergone the happiness surgery transformation. We've overcome our weak former selves and become Daybreak Warriors! We've grown stronger. Strange. Even though our suffering was erased, why was I so scared just now? And why were there tears?
Brother, that's only because... this pain has been here all along. It's time to overcome it! It's time to use the power of happiness to defeat it once and for all!
Well said! Then let's finish what needs to be done. Let's reclaim from these outsiders the image of heroes that the people of Ahatopia hold dear.
What about you, Magnus?
Sorry, Mr. Ashvale, but a hero never betrays his companions. We are the Daybreak Squadron, 4 warriors of one heart, united to protect the world. I won't let down my companions, or those who believe in us.
We are the true heroes. Look at the statue of the conductor. It's just an empty shell. Even Perlux Corp, with countless resources at their disposal, can't breathe life into it. But we can. Let me prove it to you.
Stop them! Don't let them drag the Astral Express's name through the mud!
I shall provide the wish power to awaken it.
I shall become its skeleton and allow it to stand!
I shall turn into the fuel that drives it forward!
I shall become the core that makes the engine sing the song of eternal joy!
Happy! So happy!
Happiness! The Express is about to warp happily! Cleanup initiated! Unclean! Eliminate! Everyone will be happy! Clean up the trash, and everyone will be happy! The unclean and the unhappy! Sweep it all away!
It's really moving! This is the power bestowed upon us by Aha!
I will stop you at all costs. I won't let you trash the conductor's image like this!
No matter, please cherish this time. All things human creations!
Awaken, Hyper!
Converge and awaken! Okay.
Ha! Cleaning begins! Sweep away pain together!
Okay, no matter. Yin and yang.
Deep cleaning mode activated! Insufficient cleaning power! Do not disturb!
Feeling spiffy? No matter. Together as one. No matter. All things human creations. Let's you find the answer. Yin and yang. Shiju, Mata. Strike in! この明かりを尽くすファイバー
Do not disturb!
Did you hear that? Ah, it's beckoning us! We don't have to be afraid anymore!
Let the smile spread! Let laughter be eternal!
You guys are seriously nuts.
必ずや出兵剣解放 I see through you. Converge and awaken. Life is not so fragile.
Deep cleaning mode activated!
Yin and yang.
Insufficient cleaning power!
I'll go easy fist. Feeling spiffy? Shiju, Mata, Mae!
Do not disturb!
Let's you find the answer.
Cleaning begins! Do not disturb!
With divination, together as one.
Sweep away pain
All
together!
things human creations. Strike in!
Do not disturb!
この明かりを尽くすファイバー
The Astral Express is nothing but the IPC's lapdog! No worries. We've already dealt with one of them. Won't mind handling a few more.
What did you say?
必ずや出兵剣解放
Insufficient cleaning power!
Okay.
Damn it!
Converge and awaken.
Cleaning begins! A thorough cleaning!
Embrace a new life.
Working!
May death protect us!
Won't stop working!
Life is not so fragile.
Won't stop working!
I'll go easiest. Feeling spiffy? Shiju, Mata, Mae!
We promise to protect the Arcadia! Filth! Pain! So much! Eliminate pain! Everyone smile! Super powerful cleaning!
Let's you find the answer. Was this great good fortune bound to return? All things human creations. Together as one. Right there.
Do not disturb!
この明かり尽くすファイバー
Insufficient cleaning power!
Taken by fire!
All filled! Deep cleaning mode activated! No matter. Sweep away pain together! Converge and awaken! Human creations! Cleaning begin! Yin and yang! This place is dirty! Let's play for a while. Feeling spiffy? Insufficient cleaning power! Let's put you find the answer. Surely that did the trick this time. Reboot. Self-repair. Must bring happiness. With everyone, we'll be happy.
I offer my blood to consume this vendetta. I offer my heart to shoot down this injustice. I, lead Hunter Lamancha, call upon you in the name of the Star Hunt Oath. Skybound, gaze upon this broken-legged wolf and steer my hunt toward victory!
So happy. Now arriving at Terminal Station, land of sneering gods. Welcome back into the gods' embrace.
Shh. Quiet now. It's time for bed.
Are we still alive?
I remember the out-of-control express taking us down and through an abandoned tunnel. Theoretically speaking, this should be a station deep underground.
But what's with all these ruined buildings? And that weird space in the distance? Is this really an underground station? A place this big exists beneath plain Arcadia?
Perhaps we're no longer in reality. We may have landed somewhere within the world in canvas for unknown reasons.
Then, can we still make it back?
We need to find everyone and get out of here as soon as possible.
Where's Mr. Ashvale and the others?
We've been reborn. See? I knew we weren't like those Sin-Wish Syndicate trash.
You're right, Red. We're heroes. We are justice. We are the undying happiness.
If you are justice, then forgive me for playing the necessary evil.
Everyone, please! This has to stop! If this goes on, you'll all...
Just smile. Embrace the everlasting bliss and true happiness.
I beg you, please, listen to me. It's not too late. We can still go back to the Department of Aberration Defense with Miss Kuchiba and explain everything.
It's no use. They are just creatures that can only react to joy now.
All shall be blessed with happiness. All shall live forever. So smile and laugh. And let our laughter infect all of plain Arcadia.
My senior, Mr. Ashvale, I'm begging you. Please tell them that it's not too late.
Move aside, Magnus.
Please, just give me another minute. You know they're good people.
It's best if you just move aside.
A true hero never abandons his friends.
If I tried to kill them now, will you stop me? Or will you turn a blind eye? I get where you're coming from, but they've made their choices, and so have I. After all, are they really better off like this? A tribute of life unto death, and the debt paid in blood. The Sin-Wish Syndicate, a gang that once ruled the streets of Dubbrook. They sparked massive turf wars that left many with grievous injuries, and racked up charges for robbery, extortion, and a whole laundry list of other crimes. Pullwave and Koss died. They were far from saints. Any good deeds they did in their lifetimes were just like a few pretty soap bubbles floating up from a stagnant pool of filth.
That's why we brought them down. They and this whole world have now become happier.
Yes, they may have had sins to atone for, but that doesn't justify your murdering them as if they were just toys.
Thank you for your aid. I am the Blaze Weaver Warrior, captain of the Daybreak Squadron! May I... Hey, where are you going?
Play? We're not playing. Everyone's just laughing along happily.
Mr. Detective, do you know about the Galaxy Rangers? I heard they are a group of righteous heroes roaming the universe. In that sense, are we the city's rangers?
Ah! Mr. Ashville! Could you do us a favor?
This familiar scent. I see.
What have you done?
Remember what happened today, Magnus. You may seek revenge anytime. I won't stop you. Glad to see that you're all made of tough stuff. I was just fretting over failing my chaperone duties.
La Mancha, leader of the Galaxy Rangers. I've heard about you, but only in legends past.
Then you're well informed, Nameless. I'd expected the name to be long forgotten by now. So much for turning over a new leaf. A power for grown-ups only. It's best that you don't ask about it, seek it, or get involved with it unless you're forced to. Like I was. And just so we're clear, I want you all to forget the name you just heard.
Right here and now, in this world called Plain Arcadia, I am just Detective Ashvale. Instead of obsessing over my identity, or pitying the 3 dead criminals, I advise you to work on a way out of this place first. I've long heard rumors about unsavory things hidden deep beneath the Arcadia. It's strange how the people here can sleep so soundly.
The train broadcast called this place the land of sneering gods. I don't think I've ever seen this station on a map.
Are we going to be trapped here forever?
Mr. Ashvale, despite being at such a bizarre location, you've been oddly confident and unconcerned over your safety since the very beginning. Do you truly know nothing about this place?
I'm afraid that's classified information. Besides, well, I'm simply doing what any professional private investigator would do. Trust my employer. It's time to show us the trinket Pearl gave you, kid. Oh, come on. Didn't Pearl give you a chip? We're in good hands, as long as she can track your location with that thing.
A tracking device. Again.
Akavili. Come this way. Come slowly. Yes. At the end of this path. Come. I beckon you.
There's someone calling for me from someplace deeper. Let's go deeper. I want to go over there.
Come forward.
That's far enough, kid. My golden principle while working on cases in this world is to keep my curiosity in check, and not get involved with matters beyond the case itself. Especially things that already look considerably dangerous. However, the thing that slumbers in the deep here does look awfully familiar.
We meet again, everyone. Fortunately, her lucky chip helped me locate you. Please accept my sincerest apologies for not intervening in time and putting all of you in danger.
Actually, she put one in my pocket too, but I auctioned it online as a souvenir. Thank goodness you kept yours. Otherwise we'd be done for.
Madame Pearl, where exactly were we just now?
The place where you fell is called the Torn Scroll. It is a space that peeled from the scroll painting during Plain Arcadia's return to reality. These splintered spaces continuously rip at both reality and the world in canvas. The Department of Aberration Defense originally thought this kind of phenomenon had stabilized, but based on observation, during your encounter with the Daybreak Squadron, there was a sudden spike of disturbances from the Torn Scroll. Unfortunately, the cause, unclear. Therefore, I had to use the power of the Cornerstone to analyze the space, then mend the fissure with Imagenesis in order to bring you out. The Department of Aberration Defense has initiated emergency protocols to reassure the public and handle the aftermath. However, I wasn't able to directly observe your situation after you'd fallen into the Torn Scroll. Would you be so kind as to share what happened there?
We can close the new Herald of Death case. My shadow has devoured the guilty three and tasted their sins. They were responsible for the Sinwish Syndicate massacre. Of that, I'm certain.
Was Full Wish the mastermind?
I couldn't find any solid proof of it, but it hardly matters now that the culprits have been executed.
Worry not. Based on the intel provided by you and Miss Kuchiba, I have deduced the following. As a survivor of the tragedy of the Blood-Stained Games, Full Wish founded the Research Society of Happy Smiles, charity organization. The organization has since been providing an unapproved medical treatment named happiness surgery to its members, which neutralizes their physiological capacity to feel pain. The procedure drew many more followers as a result. And the Daybreak Squadron,
Members of the Smile Society imitated the Herald of Death's modus operandi for their crimes and challenged the Astral Express during the exhibition. From the aforementioned facts, the predicted probability of Full Wish being the mastermind is 92%.
If I may, Madam Pearl. Management in Plane Arcadia should be dictated by the chain of evidence rather than extrapolated probability.
I understand. I will observe the human laws and customs. In any case, we have achieved our goal through Star Rail Fest, luring the supplicant with ill intent out of hiding.
Since Full Wish is exposed now, and we've defeated her supplicant, shouldn't we hurry and arrest her as soon as possible?
I'm afraid it's not that simple. We've defeated Full Wish's supplicant, yes. However, all 3 Daybreak warriors were supplicants.
That can't be. The supplicant should be the only one who wore the mask and participated in the games with the Phantom Moon's blessing.
Those devoured by my shadow can no longer lie nor deceive. All 3 of them had worn the mask before.
If they were all supplicants, that means it's still possible for Full Wish to intervene in the games.
What's even more terrifying is, when the shadow devoured them, I caught a taste of something familiar. It was the taste of abundance that I'd once devoured as a Galaxy Ranger.
What?
Yes. I didn't think this world would go that far. But I was wrong. Living in seclusion dulls one's senses. I should have realized it earlier. Darn it.
There is no point in beating yourself up over it. Therefore, the conclusion must be corrected. The Research Society's happiness surgery is a medical technology related to the abundance, and not simply about relieving pain. Assessing the risk involved in this procedure. Unable to extrapolate.
General Yao Guang told us that she foresaw a great calamity upon Plane Arcadia. According to her divinations, Blade, the Stellaron hunter, could be its catalyst.
So that's why she asked me for the authority to extradite Blade. Regardless, none of us had anticipated this. Plane Arcadia's calamity had already taken root, long before the arrival of the Stellaron hunter. In the name of the IPC, the law, or a challenge to a supplicant? These options imply 3 different strategies. Regardless of the approach, the respective timing and investment must be considered. Thank you for your surprise intel, Mr. Ashvale. You have just saved many more lives. Henceforth, the Department of Aberration Defense will place Full Wish and the members of the Research Society of Happy Smiles on a special watch list. Given Full Wish's control over media outlets, I recommend closer monitoring of her dissemination channels.
Understood. We will also implement pre-disaster measures at the calamity level standard per the safety response protocol against aberrant threats.
Full Wish is not working alone. For normal people to be able to get an abundance transformation, that implies far more sinister supporters behind the scenes. These are enemies not to be easily contended with. Therefore, as the administrator, I beseech you all, please, lend your aid
and help plane Arcadia through this crisis. This has escalated beyond mere rivalry for the Ionic game. Full Wish's conspiracy has crossed the line. This situation's 100 times more dire than the Herald of Death incident 15 years ago.
Please, Madam Pearl. This is my homeworld, and I won't allow the tragedy to repeat itself. Besides, there may be an even greater conspiracy behind all this. As a Nameless, it is my duty to see it through to the end.
Indeed, there are old scars and fresh wounds to settle. For the way she toys with life, and the taste of that flesh, Full Wish must be held accountable once and for all.
You have my eternal gratitude. I won't forget this bond from our shared trials. Now then, I shall prepare an action plan, as well as share relevant information with General Yao Guang. The seed of abundance planted by Full Wish must be uprooted and eradicated as soon as possible.
Ladies and gentlemen, to Pearl-Lux Corp. The Mechatron production line can be...
Hang on a sec. Is there really no way for me to... Aren't I smart? Come on, give me a compliment.
If there's anything you need, please, don't...
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Perlux Corp. The next line can be hazardous. All safety guidelines and refrain from crossing the safety barrier.
Fulwish's partner. Perhaps someone far more dangerous has already set their sights on this round of the Phantasmoon games.
Oh no. They are definitely up to no good.
Is there something else I can help you with? I understand. Your inquiry. How did they manage to operate with so many years unnoticed? I had put them on a temporary watch list before, due to significant decreases in crime rates in certain regions. But now, we finally know how they achieved such a miracle. Personally speaking, I cannot fault the citizens who joined the society, nor do I wish to fixate on the accountability of those who governed at the time. After all, for the corporation, the Smile Society is a tool for maintaining stability, and the members are simply following the human instinct to avoid suffering. You've been to Penacony. You should know. There, the family's members lull guests to sleep with power of the harmony and soothe their pain. From a human ethics point of view, it is well within people's rights to avert pain in moderation. Humans cannot turn off their innate negative feedback like Intellitrons do. I understand and deeply sympathize with that. My assigned theme is analytical art, but at the same time, I am fortunate to be appointed governor of a world. The portrayal and sublimation of pain in human works of art shine among humanity's greatest treasures. Tragedy, elegy, and lost epics. Their soul-stirring power springs from a profound understanding of this negative feedback. This so-called happiness surgery does more than just obliterate people's perception of pain. It strips away human complexity and turns what was dynamic and brilliant into a monotonous blotch. To me, governing this world is like creating a painting. My vision is to maintain the diversity of life forms and preserve their potential for growth and change. The Research Society has disrespected my work. Thus, my duty and theme have become one and the same. I will do all that I can to cleanse the misguided strokes of the Research Society from this land. Thank you again for lending your aid, Nameless. I will begin extrapolation of our next steps now. Please, be my guest. I hope you all get some proper rest before moving out again.
You know, I'm not here to be an ornament.
Assessment. You have something to ask me, Mr. Ashvale.
Well, lately, I've been on an extremely lucky streak. Be it Full Wish or Magnus, the leads practically gained sentience and came to me one by one.
Luck is also an important part of one's toolkit. Wouldn't you agree?
I'm beginning to think you're the one behind it all. You tasked me to investigate the Society and protect the Astral Express, which all led to me unleashing my shadow on those people. Just so you can confirm your hypothesis. You had everything planned out since the beginning, hadn't you?
If I answer yes, would it wound your ego?
Perhaps.
Yes. I paved the way for your investigation, leading you straight to the suspects. Through you, I confirmed my suspicions about the Research Society. However, the question of abundance transformation remains a thorny issue for me. Fortunately, there's a ranger who specializes in confronting such abominations, having lived in long seclusion within Plain Arcadia.
But you know, that shadow sealed inside my arm can be very dangerous.
Simply removing the nail can cause it to stir and resonate with the torn scroll and fissure.
Had I not kept it under control at that time, the fight would have ended with all of us buried in that bottomless abyss. Is that part of your plans too, Pearl?
Humans fear the worst, but to the Intellitrons, such fears are merely irrational deterrents. Wasn't the mask of elation I gave you enough to pin down the shadow? That gift you found through the guidance of the Express Navigator, Star Seer, I see. That very shadow that devoured the Swarm and Lord Ravager Zulo 10 amber eras ago. That very shadow that devoured Shuhu, the emanator of abundance, hundreds of years ago.
You won the bet. You sure know a lot about this.
Please, allow me to correct you. My ethical parameters prohibit engagement in probabilistic gambits. Accordingly, I operate by acquiring sufficient information to ensure zero margin for error. Then again, you are the species that brought art into existence as a form of expression. That seed of creation exists even in the most ignorant of humans' minds. And for that, I love and admire you. Whether you believe it or not, I will honor our initial agreement, Mr. La Mancha. At the moment of victory in the Phantasmoon Games, I will free you from all sufferings and fulfill your wish. To let a Galaxy Ranger die peacefully in his bed.
In that case, I will continue to fight for you, my lady. Right. You mentioned several times wanting to replicate the works of Graphia. I don't know much about art. But I was considering that, despite the lack of artistic quality in your strokes when sealing those fissures today, to the people of this world, your creation is just as important as the works of Graphia. Not a single innocent soul was lost on this day because of your protection. Looking back to the ancestral painter of the Cinderth Age, do you truly think she cared about the artistic value of each stroke when she created world and canvas? Tisk. But what do I know? These are just crude observations from an amateur, so pay them no mind. I'll be on my way.
We meet again, Ashen Detective. It's hard to believe that I came back for you, especially after learning that you wanted to sell me out to Pearl.
We gotta thank nature's gift. The 6.1 billion credits reward has appeared again.
Fortunately, I bypassed you and struck a deal with that Intellitron instead. Regrettably, my current bounty stands at 0. Do you always turn your customers over to the police? How impressively short-sighted. No wonder your clientele is so small.
Speaking of short-sightedness, no one rivals the Stellaron Hunters, aka Destiny's slaves, isn't it? You are all fated to march toward the finality and nothing can stop you.
On the contrary, there are many paths for us, as long as that person can see.
In other words, he can't see the trajectory of your destiny in this world during this mission?
Take a guess.
I've heard about what befell Euphorius. A war among the eons is now inevitable. Whether it's the IPC or the Express, they are fighting for an uncertain future. And in the world where the elation is the center of attention, there will eventually be more than one eon interfering. Even a Destiny slave would not be able to see the path ahead.
Keep guessing. We're getting pretty close.
Enough of your games. I'd say it's not too late to rename the planet Adlevin.
It's still too early to despair, old man. I came prepared, but I could use a helping hand.
30 million credits. Pay or die.
Come on, give your friend a discount, will ya? Say 0 credits?
I ain't your friend.
I meant him.
It's been a while, Yingxing. It's been too long, Mr. La Mancha.
I knew it. There must be an explanation for the unusual fate of this world. Though I lost sight of the sparrow, I discovered a mysterious tree. I finally found the heart of the Phantasmoon games, thanks to this little birdie. Mr. Sunday, do you sense me? There's no reaction from the bird. What's wrong with it? Hello? Is anyone there? Can I get somebody here?
No one's here. No one.
That's a lie. I saw a pretty girl hiding right here through the bird's eyes. Who are you?
That's none of your business. None of your business.
If that's how it's going to be, then I'm done playing nice here. If my eyes weren't playing tricks on me, the ancient tree here must be the ambrosial arbor of abundance, yes? Little girl, are you going to keep playing hide and seek, or will you come out and have a proper conversation with me?
The Department of Aberration Defense often comes here to record game progress. And now my movements have been exposed to complete outsiders. I suppose it's time to leave. You sound unpleasant to talk to, but since you have eyes keen enough to tell what I am at a glance, I'll have a short chat with you. I will answer 3 questions, so ask away. Once you have your answers, I'm going to show you the door.
I wanted to question why the Joy Seeker would permit the ambrosial arbor of abundance to take root in a world they had blessed. But given their carefree nature, there was probably never any restriction to begin with. On my second question, are you a Fey kind native to Ahatopia, or are you one of the long-life species shaped by the ambrosial arbor?
Aren't you good at divination? Can you help me take a look whether the slip on my head says wheel or woe?
There's nothing on your head except your ears.
And that itself is the answer. I am the arbitrator who determines the outcome of the Phantasmoon games. I am the raging waves of joy and the living pulse of this world. Diviner of the Xianzhou, the weal and woe you behold are but a single petal fallen from my hand. It blooms with the morning and withers by evening, reducing to dust in a fleeting moment. My true form is the Panarch Elwood, the embodiment of instant and eternity.
Interesting. Took you quite some time to come up with those words, huh?
The one who created me did say most people wouldn't believe me. Turns out they were right.
I believe you. I feel the same way. For many do not trust the words of a diviner. Besides, no weal or woe has befallen you, which means your fate cannot be determined like that of ordinary mortals. You're not the first one I've met with this condition since my arrival here.
You're left with one question.
Since you admit to being an abomination of abundance, shouldn't you explain the fate of this world's residents? Unless they are your doing? If your answer fails to convince me, it may be too late by the time I summon the Lux arrow from the sky of the rainbow.
Chill out! You shouldn't make jokes like this. I'm not as skilled at divination as you are. When you suddenly speak of the great weal or woe and interrogate me, I get confused too. After all, isn't every rule and every variable of the Phantasmoon Moon games dictated by the impulse of some god? As for the brewing storm, let's settle down and discuss whether the turmoil once again is the result of the laughter's mischief.
This entire day has felt unreal. We had situations lined up one after another, and a growing crisis on our hands.
The Research Society is insane to meddle with the power of abundance. There's no telling how many have already undergone the happiness surgery. Full Wish witnessed the tragedy caused by the Herald of Death 15 years ago. And now, she herself has assumed that dreadful mantle. We have to relay this information to Dan Heng, Sunday, and General Yao Guang as soon as possible. Full Wish is definitely aware of the enemies she's facing. That is why we must win an audience with Aha. At the very least, we need to stop Full Wish from winning the game.
Yeah. The thought of the Research Society of Happy Smiles going through with their plan gives me the chills.
It's been a long day, and all of you must be very tired. Take this chance to get some proper rest. I'll go meet Weld back on the Express. March? What about you?
The best way to recharge is to waste time. So, I'm staying outside for some fresh air.
Sounds good. I was thinking of heading to the streets for a walk.
What was that? Did you hear
Hey there, all the smarties and dummies, children and adults, fools and entertainers. Can you all hear me?
Now that everyone
has made
their appearance,
no need
to keep further secrets
what began
as a spark
must grow
into wildfire
as an extra one of these
Phantasmoon games
shall receive all
of my authority more than a thin minute
to become
the true permanent
demon of elation. As such,
it's time to
revel in unabated joy.
hear that? The moon just spoke!
I'm not hearing things, am I? The Master of Elation is here?
Hurry, make a wish. It might actually come true.
Hang on. This isn't right. Is it? Oh, that winking moon up there in the sky. It just spoke. For real. Hey, it wasn't just me, was it? You heard that too, right?
I heard it too. That's why I came straight back for you. The winner of these Phantasmoon games shall inherit all my authority and become the true, permanent Eon of Elation. Which means... Precisely. Aha has raised the stakes. The final winner will inherit the authority of Elation itself.
Are you serious? This is so wild. It doesn't even feel real anymore.
Every time a path has vanished or been absorbed, the cosmic turmoil has lasted for dozens of Amber eras. The transfer of an Eon's divine authority. How could that ever amount to a mere wager, lightly traded in a single world's game? The most logical explanation is that Aha wants to steer this game toward utter insanity. But then, who can possibly fathom the mind of an Eon? Not every Phantasmoon game's ending has been recorded. Many were lost to time, most likely a consequence of the winners exercising their newfound divine authority. But as far as recorded history goes, this is unprecedented. After all, the chance to be an Eon for just 1 minute is already an irresistible lure for many.
Exactly. It's just too weird. Can you really just give up being an Eon? What if this is just a big prank by those masked fools?
In the historical records, instances of the Phantasmoon speaking are few and far between, and the likelihood of it being influenced by an external force is exceedingly slim. Basically, unless what the Phantasmoon said is some cruel joke or a play on words, once the games are over, a new god will be born. One of unknown identity, unknown morality, and unknown purpose. They won't be a guest with a 1-minute pass to the Elation theme park. They will be its new owner. They may spread good fortune and steer the great wheel of the cosmos toward hope. Or they may be a god of utter malice, mocking all who stand against the destruction, intent on dragging the universe into an abyss of despair.
You mean a pessimist sees a half-empty glass, but an optimist sees a half-full one. I knew you were an optimist, just like me. Besides, there's no way the Eon of Elation would let their authority fall into unworthy hands, right? Right? Right?
No way! It's Baseball, Raccoon, March Bunny, and Hime Cat in the flesh! Oh, what are they doing here?
I couldn't even get a ticket to Star Rail Fest, and now I'm seeing them right here on the street!
Whoa. Where did all these people come from?
Hey, that declaration the Phantasmoon mentioned was about you, right? What are you gonna do? Got any kind of moon landing plans in the works?
You should just hit it with your bat! send that thing spinning into a black hole at the edge of the cosmos! You smash anyone who stands in your way with that bat!
The way they say it makes you sound like a supervillain. Uh-oh. You don't think that fight with the Daybreak Squadron made everyone turn on us, do you?
Come on, isn't that basically your trademark? You beat the Daybreak Warriors senseless.
Oh! All these big shots from across the cosmos, fighting to the death right in our backyard. It's gonna be epic!
Epic? Are you brain dead? One wrong move from them and we're in serious trouble. Just like what happened with the Herald of Death years ago.
Sign this for me, future Eon!
Yo! When you become an Eon, can I be your Emanator?
We should get away from this mess. Let's head back to the Express and discuss matters there.
You're back. Himiko messaged me. She filled me in on the Star Rail Fest and the Phantom Moon's declaration. Things really are changing fast. You're right. The fact that the Phantom Moon openly made a promise is anything but ordinary.
To prevent the divine authority from falling into the wrong hands, the supplicants may go to any lengths now with their tactics and actions. After all, in most people's minds, they alone are the ones best suited to wield power. Right or wrong has little to do with it. Such is the nature of human will.
Yeah, and that may be exactly what the Phantom Moon wishes to see. A spectacular, head-on battle of ambitions.
Madam Pearl has sent a communication request to the Astral Express. Accept transmission?
It hasn't been long since we parted, and here I am disturbing you once more. My sincerest apologies.
Please, there's no need to apologize. Given the urgency of this transmission, Madam Pearl, I assume you wish to discuss the Phantom Moon's recent declaration.
Nothing manipulates people's emotions quite like that moon in the sky. A permanent handover of divine authority. It is unprecedented.
I can't help but wonder whether some malicious presence lurks behind the Phantom Moon. Still, who else but the Elation themselves could wield such control over it?
In any case, the Phantom Moon's speech has made the public realize that the power to create a god is in their hands. Their emotions, and perhaps even their wish power, are swelling to historic levels. The Department of Aberration Defense even detected a surge of agitation and unrest among the Imaginae. When normal people believe power rests in their hands, their decisions tend to grow more radical and reckless. Please, be careful, and make sure to protect yourselves. Correct. It would be wise to keep a low profile and stay out of the public eye. The Media and Public Relations Department has been monitoring public sentiment. At present, speculation and criticism regarding the Astral Express are surging.
I've seen it online myself. Following the fight with the Daybreak Warriors, there's been no shortage of hostile commentary aimed at her. A commentary program on TV has been claiming the Express's adventures are nothing but stories fabricated by the IPC. Many believe the Astral Express is oppressing the local heroes, and some are even speculating that she is the new Herald of Death.
What the? What's wrong with these people?
These narratives are undoubtedly being amplified by media platforms steered by Full Wish. I've received a report from the Security Bureau. They tell me that many fans of the Daybreak Squadron have been stirred up and are threatening retaliation against the Express. I'll reinforce security in case agitators attempt to storm the station. I can, but you overestimate what control really means. In the arena of public opinion, those who look strong are often the ones at a disadvantage. And besides, you'll be distancing yourself from us for a while. Isn't that right? That is accurate. We intend to scale back our public association for the time being. If it's confirmed that the Express is colluding with the IPC, its public image would only deteriorate further. Regrettably, I cannot agree to this. Clarifying the facts amid a frenzy of public sentiment is like trying to quell boiling water by stirring it. It only fuels the flames. The happiness surgery causes recipients to undergo an abundance transformation. Disclosing such sensational information would probably be taken as a hoax, or trigger public panic. I will instruct the Department of Aberration Defense to verify the true mechanism behind the happiness surgery as soon as possible, and assess its potential impact. I strongly advise you to exercise restraint in front of the media. Even the smallest statement can be selectively edited and misrepresented. That much is certain. Still, given the current volatility of public sentiment, please exercise caution and self-control. I sincerely hope that the Phantasmoon's declaration will not disrupt the goodwill between us. A greater danger still stands before us. After listening to the declaration, who knows what extremes Fullwish might be driven to. Affairs demand my attention, so I must excuse myself. Should there be further developments, I will keep you apprised.
What do you make of the current situation?
We need to take action and put a stop to Fullwish before things get even worse. Even if I'd never joined the Phantasmoon Games, I'd still make this decision. We cannot allow her to deceive and poison innocent people in the name of happiness.
Agreed. Given the likelihood of Fullwish acting unpredictably, we should confront her with everything we have. That reminds me, I've been wondering, the happiness surgery taps into the power of abundance, yet Fullwish seems perfectly normal. Just, how did she get her hands on something so dangerous?
Perhaps it's the lingering poison left behind by the previous Herald of Death. 15 years ago, the monster who turned living flesh into his artwork would, in the heat of combat, slip into bouts of frenzied elation and delirium. The murderous mark he left behind, the bloody bloom, was no mere delusion. According to his interrogation transcripts, he claimed to witness a brilliant golden tree promising him everlasting life. He claimed that in his hallucinations, the golden tree's branches coiled around him, drowning him in frenzy and pleasure. He wanted its blossoms to bloom before all, and to bring about that miracle, he was willing to slaughter without restraint. In hindsight, it's clear that the Herald of Death was a supplicant who bore the power of abundance. The tragedy he orchestrated in plain Arcadia ultimately forged another version of himself, Fullwish. Right now, in plain Arcadia, How many have undergone the happiness surgery and turned into potential abominations of abundance? It's a terrifying thought. Full wish. What has happened to you over the years? Hiding behind these innocent people. What are you really trying to accomplish? I need more information about this junior of mine. I plan to head to Graphia Academy. Care to join me? If we're to investigate Full Wish, we need to examine the traces left behind from the Herald of Death incident that took place during the last Phantom Moon Games. The recollections of teachers and the student records sealed away by the school. We're bound to find a vital clue there. If you're set, let's get moving.
Well, after that so-called dream campus experience, we've ended up back at Graphia Academy. It's almost like revisiting the place after graduation. Wait a minute. This nostalgia isn't an after effect of the Sparksy virus, right?
Don't worry, Marge. The Department of Aberration Defense conducted a comprehensive disinfection of the campus.
That's a relief. The last thing I need is to be mid-investigation and suddenly morph into some hopping, dancing mushroom rabbit. Speaking of which, where should we begin our investigation into Full Wish?
I think it's best we see my father first. It's only appropriate that we obtain permission from the Dean before proceeding with the investigation. 15 years have passed, but there should be a backup of the student files, work logs, or visitor records, and only he knows where they're stored. Let's go then, to the Dean's office.